Yo, what's good, you absolute legends? Welcome to yet another build video. Today, we're gonna take a look at the famous Pitzinger, the War Crier build in Path of Exile 2. This build is from my boy Sajin. You can see his channel on Twitch right above me. Please go show him some love, give him a follow. He's streaming as well, and he's doing a great build. He's been blasting since Path of Exile 1, so I'll do greatly appreciate it. And shout out to Sajin for this footage and this build in general. But this one is revolving around a Seismic Cry using Corrupting Blood as a support gem that puts a dot, physical damage over time. It is not a bleed, just physical dot on the targets. It goes all the way to 10 stacks, so you're gonna make sure to keep 10 stacks on the target. And then we got the Ancestral Warrior Totem where we slap on Asunder to help some more with DPS and damage. Earthquake is here in downtime as a rotation if you have when you have time to damage, and you could probably slap on like breaking armor when you inflict a heavy stun. I do it on my build as well, and it works wonders with Earthquake. But overall, this is tier 11 map, I believe, and this build is very safe and overall very good for endgame mapping, especially very fast as well, considering this is a Warbringer or like warrior type, right? Because warrior in general, his slams and just attacks are super long animations. I hope they will cut on that in the future. Now, Hammer of the Gods here, the big one-shot slammer that's gonna help with single target on the bosses, rares and whatnot. Oh, hello there, Exalted. And as you can see, you know, the knockback is what makes this build so good and so safe. Like, this helps even against ranged mobs, as you can see here on the screen. So this is really something that's really awesome. And this is gonna perform well when you want to farm, you know, the mats for items and whatnot. So overall, very surprised. I'm pretty happy with this build that it's, you know, it's viable in PoE 2. I think it's a great design. It's unique as well. It's a great idea. So Warbringer, if I didn't mention that, that's the Ascendancy here. I'll take you through the gems and then the planner on Mobalytics, which will be, by the way, in the description. I have it right here. So I'll put it in the pinned comment as well as Sajin's stream. So this is just a little showcase from the tier 11 map. I'm gonna get through the end. And from the Hammer of the Gods, we have our Bleed. So there are ailments with this build as well. And Bleed just on Hammer of the Gods slaps. It's crazy. You could also put on Ignite if you want to on the Hammer of the Gods. It's like second option what you could do. But yeah, I'm gonna take you through the skills now, the gems. So first things up top, we do have our totem, Ancestral Warrior. So Thunder, like I mentioned, this will help with the clear and just overall damage. Next up, we got Jagged Ground to spawn. You know, Jagged Ground, we have a passive in the skill tree called Spike Pit, I believe, which makes it so you deal 10% more damage to the enemies standing on Jagged Ground. And then we want to slap on Ancestral Urgency. Most of these skills are 4 links. I know it shows 3 gems, but it's called 4 links. So here we slap on a faster spawn on the totems. It's going to help a lot because, you know, faster animations in this game are, you know, very important as the game is slower by default. Now, fully maxed out quality Hammer of the Gods. It does not, like with the quality, you decrease the cooldown on this ability. It doesn't show in the tooltip, but it's really helpful. So Hammer of the Gods here, the big slammer, cannot be evaded. Amazing ability against evasive mobs, especially. Lacerate is the first gem to apply bleed. Then we got Fist of War. Ancestral boosted is more damage and area of effect by 20% every 6 seconds, which is going to be on every single spawn. Every swing for more damage, less attack speed, doesn't matter. We want the big bangs, right? The big boom. Next up, Earthquake here. Extra DPS ability. Fast forward so the aftershock from Jagged Ground pops more often, faster. Despoiler here to increase duration of the Jagged Ground so the mobs take increased damage. Like nothing's gonna survive anyway until then. Bloodlust, this is more for a single target, by the way. This Jagged Ground and whatnot. Now, Bloodlust, more damage against bleeding targets, which we inflict from our Hammer of the Gods, excuse me. Now, Seismic Cry, our main ability here, has a good stun build-up, good damage as well. War Cry speed, we pick passives in the skill tree, I'll show in a second. But we pick Corrupting Cry. Like I mentioned, that's the dot you want to keep at 10 stacks always. Brutality, more damage. Here, more damage with non-ailments, which is like corrupting blood, for example. And then we have inspiration for the cost, reduction cost of the mana. Now some auras for spirit, overwhelming presence to easier stun mobs, and just overall to reduce their elemental ailment threshold. Next up, Time of Need. This is going to heal you and remove curses. Absolutely goated spirit aura, especially later on in maps and just overall against these 8 rares. Now vitality for regen, we stack regen as well if you can. If you are lucky to left your life regen, stack it, super important. On my warrior titan, for example, I don't have any regen because I just don't get any drops with that, but it's super important. Herbalism, also amazing support. Get it if you can. It's gonna help your well, life be better, just much better. But let me show you the passives in the planner now. And let me put it like here. And I'm gonna show you what we're working with. So Ascendancy, I need to fix that actually. It should be 4 points here in Warcry cooldowns. You wanna put a great howls first. So I'm gonna update it. Next 6 points, probably. Let me put it on the big screen. Next points on the 6th and 7th, probably focus on either like breaking armor here or even Jade Heritage. I think this could carry on bosses, like the pinnacle bosses where you cannot really block their attacks because they have a red highlight. That means you cannot block it. Then this could be pretty good. This could carry. Now, so we started with this area here into Relentless for armor and regen. We get some Defender's Resolve for block chance. Very important, stack as much block chance as you can. Max passive block chance is 75%, which is pretty high. We go here for some more damage from blocking, because that's why we want to stack block as well, because the more block, the more damage, and the more you survive. Shield is really great in PoE 2. They just made a change where passive blocking actually blocks all around you. Not only in front, but all around you, which is insane buff, right? Next up, Bloodletting, amazing for bleeding, very important for Hammer of the Gods. This is gonna significantly improve your bleeding, significantly. Next up, we go this way. We go for big juicy strength nodes. These are very insane. We go also for Blade Catcher. This is gonna defend you against those one-shots, I hope, if you will. Next up, we go the Cacophony. I probably mispronounced it, whatever. More AoE, more damage with Warcries. Jewel here. Honestly, anything physically related, Warcry as well. You could even go with Rage on hit, also pretty good damage source. We go also Giant's Blood over here. I believe I forgot to put points in this bad boy, but this one gives you strength as well. I'll fix that if this is missing. We don't want to go for this one though. That's too much mana reduction. But I mean, we are using up top, we're using Blood Magic. This will convert all your skills from mana usage to life usage. So having a life regen is very important here. We also go Titanic for extra strength and build up and threshold. Up top we go Bell Fever for more damage and attack speed, both, and cast speed. Next up we get some more Warcry related stuff. Deafening Cries for cooldown reduction, 25% is insane. And then more spear, again, more speed from the shouts, the guttural roar. And down here we go with the Spike Pit, like I mentioned, for Jagged Ground. Next important one is Unnatural Resilience. This is going to increase your fire resistance for every uncapped, so very good too. Some more Warcries, Urgent Goal, important because this will recover your life and mana when you use Warcries. And since we remove the cooldowns on the shouts, that's very good. I just mentioned the cooldown, it's very huge here. I meant like in general, not for this build really, right? But we want to get this for the increased damage. Increase damage. And next one, finishing up on the tree. For now, we got Polymathy, amazing for attributes. And here, amazing cluster for bleed. We got Deep Wounds to aggravate bleeding. This means your bleed will do 200% more damage. That's the aggravation. And then more chance with attacks to aggravate bleeding. So this is really crazy. It's really awesome, right? So that's what we got with the skill tree. In here, I already showed you. I will try to keep this planner updated as Sajin levels up and whatnot, so you guys know what to look for and whatnot. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I might make this as an alt for speedrunning a mess, not gonna lie, because this is a really cool build and safe one at that, like I said. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. Me and Seijin, we are both streaming on Twitch. I also stream on YouTube every day, so come check us out. We're gonna be blasting. We don't have enough. 5 hours of sleep, baby. Let's get it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Until next time, you have a good one, and take it easy. Peace.